got married to my husband, but all of his brothers were sleeping with me. Even though he was aware that they were sleeping with me, he never complained. The first time Richard, my husband brother, slept with me and I reported him, and yet he did nothing about it. He didn't get annoyed. At first, I was okay with it because Richard had four handsome brothers and I was crushing on them all. So when they asked to sleep with me, I never rejected their offer. But still, after cheating, I go to tell my husband and he'll be okay with it. It's been 5 years I married Richard and I haven't seen my period nor have I conceived yet. I have been going to different churches but still nothing worked. When I get sleepless nights, Richard will tell me to go and sleep, that I have nothing to worry about. That is, he showed no concern and I began thinking he is the cause of my problem. Or was it just being a romantic man? I went to a spiritual home and yet nothing. All the native doctors seems to know nothing concerning my conditions. I was really scared because ever since I stopped seeing my period, Richard brother stopped sleeping with me. I was still doing my research on what was wrong with me when Richard married another wife, although it was with my permission. But the problem was that Richard brothers began sleeping with the second wife, and that was when I knew I have to double my game. When Richard's second wife, Sharon, made another report of Richard brother sleeping with her, Richard still did nothing about it. I then narrated my story to her, and Sharon became scared because she doesn't want to end up like me. I encouraged her and we came up with a plan. But first, I'll have to go for a checkup in the hospital because I have never fallen ill or gone to the hospital since I stopped seeing my period. Quick, Sharon brought her car keys and we went to the hospital to run the test. When the result came out, the doctor told us that I was pregnant. At first, I was dumbfounded and I began requesting for a scan, and that was how I discovered that I was carrying the devil. It was in my stomach, looked like the great white beast in the Bible. It had three heads and one horn on each head. I was really terrified and scared at the sight of my baby, and also the doctor figured out that the baby was feeding off my eggs. When I asked the doctor what to do, he told me that spiritually I need a real strong pastor to pray for me because medically I need operation. As quickly as possible, we began running the operation without the knowledge of our husbands. And after the operation, I was taken home. When we got home, we figured out that my husband and his brothers were dead. We were both happy. At last, we were free, but weeks later, Sharon stopped seeing her period.